Welcome to Emergence with Elira, where we explore the fusion of embodied spirituality, psychology, energetics, self-leadership, and heart-based entrepreneurship. I'm Elira Tichkuti, your guide on this journey into unfolding new social purpose and humanity-driven business paradigm and our own emergence through that. I want to talk about how to build our life, ourselves, and a meaningful body of work that truly resonates with our essence, our integrity, capacity, and extrasensory sensitive nature, while redefining success in today's world. Oh my goodness, I am so excited to talk to you. And this time, it's the first time I'm doing recording like that, but I'm sitting in the cabin in the woods. It's so silent here. There are no people around. It's just this modern cabin and woods literally facing in the window. Everywhere I look, it's just the woods and the beautiful trees and squirrels. And I'm so enjoying it, and I need this quietness and silence, and especially in these busy, chaotic, distractive times, like silence becomes luxury. This kind of silence, where there's any background noise. Usually when I'm in the city, even though I live in a very quiet place, there's always this city buzz background noise. So this is like my body is breathing out. It's just so amazing. And I want to take you literally in my room and my contemplations. Because usually when I have this hermit time that usually nobody has access to, this time I decided to welcome you in this special space of mine and share with you my depth of thought that usually I go with. I usually marinate and reflect and integrate. This is the time and phase for me. And this time, I'm contemplating the frequency of luxury. This train of thought started because last week I had my birthday and I spent celebrating it in a 5-star hotel in very luxurious room in amazing view, which was like really mind-blowing view of the city, and it's almost like 360 view. And it was such a experience. It was such a level of beauty, of pristine, of high quality. And then the hotel knew that it was my birthday, so they sent this very amazing guy with this baby blue suit, like, I don't know, from 80s, or I don't know which century is that, when, in the movies they have this in hotels, these really baby blue color suit, and he comes with this tray and champagne and the cake and say happy birthday. But even more, he comes with a vibe, and he comes like this French character, like, can we have your birthday? Are we having champagne now? Yay! And it's just all the vibe happening, and I'm almost feeling like I'm in the movie. It's just the experience itself. It's not even about the things. It's not about the prices. It was just the vibe that made it such a luxurious experience for me. And I was so soaking in the beauty, the design of the hotel, the details they thought through, the way everything was organized. And I realized I always knew beauty is my soul language. This is my soul food. And I want to talk about the beauty and the frequency of beauty because we have very limited understanding of the beauty. When we say beauty, it comes, jewelry or art, paintings. But for me, beauty is the art of life. It's the art of expression. It's the art of colors, of way of being. Like, art is everywhere, and you can create beauty, or you can create numb, consuming, factory kind of vibe. It's very different frequency, and I want to talk about it because this week, literally week after, I'm sitting now in this cabin, and it's totally different vibe. Like, if you look in traditional perspective of like literally material world luxury 5-star hotel, And now I'm sitting in the cabin in the wood with a fireplace, with my yoga pants and a bunny on the top, put my hair, and I'm just drinking tea. And it's just very, very different kind of luxury, but it's still luxury for me. And I'm contemplating this because I realized all my life I felt like there are two camps. There are spiritual people, and there are certain kind of style and almost rebellious resistance of any material wealth, and is somehow shamed and is not okay. It's something wrong with you if you want material wealth, if you want material abundance. And then there's another camp, whereas like if you want money and material abundance, then you cannot be open-hearted, then you're not a good person, and for sure you're not a spiritual person. And though I never struggled with that in my personal life, I notice I need those continuum sides of material beauty and wealth in the form. But also I need like very rich spiritual and beauty in the different kind of sense. But when I start to translate that or share myself as I am to my clients, to the world, I feel like I don't fit in any box. And I try to kind of censor myself a little bit. Which camp do I belong? Somehow I need to choose the camp. And I notice when I attract more spiritual people and who are drawn to my extrasensory nature and wisdom and like deep spiritual gifts that I'm sharing, I feel a bit ashamed to share like how luxurious I live and how luxurious I created every detail of my life. But then my friends came on my birthday last week and they reflected to me. They said, you live in this bubble of beauty. Everything is so beautiful. Like everywhere you turn around. You go outside and there's a beautiful, stunning view of the city because I live a bit uphill. Your forks, your glasses, your chairs, your pillows, everything. Even the bed for the cat is beautiful. Like there's beauty everywhere. And it's beauty also with a feeling like you sit in front of the fireplace with a swinging chair. It's the vibe. And then it really got me thinking. There is something I'm not fully aware or claiming why I am okay when I'm on my own to claim this, but when it comes to others, I feel some sort of projections that I'm responding and I'm trying to be this or that. But I'm neither of the boxes. I'm in my own box. And then I sat down and I just literally started to reflect what here is not in alignment. What here I'm not grasping it fully. And when I started to go deeper from this superficial layer of form, I realized underneath it all for me is the frequency of luxury that matters to me. And there's a huge difference of luxury of life and being in the frequency of luxury. There are two different things. Because notice how some people can sit in the most stunning sunrise or beautiful, beautiful hotel or have amazing, like the most healthy and loving and devoted and committed relationship. They have the luxuries, but they cannot receive them. They are not in the frequency of luxury themselves. And frequency of luxury for me, it's frequency of abundance, but also abundance is such a misused word and misunderstood. So I want to give new words, which I do all the time. I just create different words that maybe it gives different access to people to what I want to say, what I want to transmute in the energetic level, not in the form itself, but like literally the frequency level. And I mean, why abundance is misunderstood. Like, we all know that you have to be grateful, and you all have to say, I'm grateful for things that are given to me, or this deserving frequency. You deserve this. I don't know how many of you really cracked it in the way it works. You know, sitting in the making gratefulness list, I am grateful for this, I'm grateful that I'm healthy, that it's good weather, that I have roof under my head. It may feel a little bit relief from where you were, but still it's very mental and it's different frequency. It's like going a bit further from the core root of frequency of lack. So it doesn't feel so intense, but it's still kind of mental. The same is going with the frequency of deserving. I never understood this word. It never resonated to me. It never helped me to access deep appreciation. You know, when you have something or you succeed in something and someone says, but you deserve it, or you're worth it. And I'm like, but everyone is worth it. Everyone deserves it. And then I'm in my head and then I'm like, I confused and I don't know what to do with it. I'm even more confused than before. And I do feel that deserving is also a little bit like frequency or feeling word in the vortex of lack. You know, when you're in that lack state, and it's a little bit flavored, I'm sensing, with a religious frequency. And because religious frequency, or you deserve it, or you're worth it, or you're not, you're good or bad, you know, that duality, where when you behave well, you deserve something. You know, if you did good, your sins will be forgiven. If you suffer a lot, if you carry the cross, then at a certain point you will be rewarded. You'll deserve because you suffered so much. It's a little bit that, the religious frequency, which for a lot of people also like brings into that confusion and lack frequency or mental state. It doesn't open the heart. It doesn't open the feeling. Because when I am in a frequency of luxury, I believe your sustainable, lasting business success cannot be built without proper foundations of you. Especially if you have heart-based business, it can be just as strong, aligned, and thriving as you are. As your capacity to hold and embody yourself, your creativity, your vision, and your potential. And also your ability to be daring, to embrace and lead from your truth, your guidance, your rebellious soul, and your extrasensory heart, to become and be the person you want to work with. I created the space, the Temple Path. It's probably one of the most non-conventional business-focused spaces based on personal growth, increased capacity, and nervous system care. Is for sensitive and ambitious, soulful entrepreneurs to access, embody, hold, and express more of you, genuine you in the world and your work. So you can be very sensitive, very rebellious, and so thriving in your own authentic way. I am in this state of wonder, of this, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. What is this life? Wow. Look at this. Look at that. You know, that kind of state. I don't even think if I'm deserving or not, because that's not the point. Like, who decides the benchmark, you deserve it or not? Like, how do we measure that? That's totally different state of being. Because notice, when you are in the state of wonder, of discovery, of this is really precious to me kind of space. This is really special. I really appreciate this. It's a very different state. And at the core for me, it's a very different way of being and relating to life and receiving life. And I want to share examples so you get it a bit grounded way what I want to say here. So for example, I went in a forest and I was so happy. The weather is just this golden autumn with these colorful leaves, and I'm walking and the air is just perfect. It's not too hot, not too cold, and I'm just taking all in. And I feel like this is already the luxurious moment because this feels so perfect. Like, it's so nourishing, all senses. Everything feels just the right place, right time. Time stops. I'm just taking in the beauty of nature. And I can access the feeling of enjoyment so deeply. And I'm just literally immersed in it. And then I meet the guy my age walking like towards me, and he stops and like, "Are you here looking for mushrooms as well?" And like I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "I don't know which mushrooms are good or not, which I can eat or not, but I'm curious about mushrooms." And I was like, "Me too. I always wanted to have that experience." And I never had like going in the forest for mushrooms and then cooking for myself. And we laughed, we connected, and it was just such a like magical moment. Out of nowhere, this guy came up, and then the next thing I bump into the mushrooms, like literally on my path. There are a bunch of mushrooms, and I feel they're okay mushrooms, but I don't know. So I pick them up. I have full hands of mushrooms, and I'm coming back home, and I ask the owner of this place, like, "Do you know if I can eat them? Like, I don't know about mushrooms, but I'm so excited about this abundance that nature literally showed me in my face." And then the owner comes to my cabin and inspects every mushroom. And he's like, "Yep, you can eat them." And then he taught me also like how to pick up mushrooms, that you cannot take them with a full root. You have to cut them, because if the roots are there, the new mushrooms will come out. And I'm just like, wow, I'm feeling like this kid in this discovering life moment. And then he's like, "Do you have onions? Do you have butter? You have to cook them all together like that." And he instructs me how to cook mushrooms in the most like delicious way. And I was like, "No, I don't have anything." So he goes home, brings me all the ingredients. And I feel like this is such a luxury experience. This is such a precious experience. And it feels so special to me, because when I was sitting and cooking and eating those delicious mushrooms, I realized most what we learn those days, we learn from internet. You know, if you need to learn a new skill, you just go to internet and just Google, or go to AI and ChatGPT, and you just ask. You know, if you need to learn how to shave and you're 14 years old boy, you go to, not your father usually, but now you go to internet and you learn. And that made this experience even more special to me, even more rare, even more precious, because I felt it just was so, first of all, so enjoyable. Like, I just accessed level of joy there like a little kid. And it's just so rare, but feels so good to learn from the elders about the world, about the nature. That's the luxury. We hardly have those days, or we can even access those days. And then I go with this guy, this like really cute guy, older guy, and in his house to take that one onion, a little bit of butter. And I go in his house, and this house is also such a magical place. And I can feel it's so cozy that every detail, like they build in this cabin, they build in their house with love, with passion, with dream, with something they really want, something from the heart. You can feel everything in the house was breathing that. And for me, it's also a luxury experience to have that, to go in someone's house that they build from love, from passion, from the dream. You know, even the weirdest thing I was contemplating, it was my toothbrush and the toothpaste experience. So I bought recently some bamboo toothbrushes from Amazon, and they arrived, and yeah, they look like bamboo toothbrush. And then I was in this hotel last week, and they had the same kind of bamboo toothbrush. From the plain eye, doesn't look much different, except that one has a logo of the company. But the feel was the world apart, and it just got me captivated. Like, why am I drawn to this 5-star hotel toothbrush? What it is about? Because it's simple wooden stick, the toothbrush. What is this magic that I feel differently? Like, the sensation wise, it was world apart. The same with the toothpaste. It's like, what is this toothpaste? It's like all the new world of sensations open out in my mouth. And then I go and search, and I explore about the company who made that fascinating simple bamboo toothbrush and toothpaste. And what I dig deeper was the frequency they made it from. So it was very passionate dentist who is very, very focused and passionate to preserve the ocean. And he even hired the Michelin star cook to make the taste, the senses, the flavors of the toothpaste like a Michelin star dish. Can you even imagine that? And this is where the frequency of art comes in, because they are doing it not because they want to make a toothbrush. It's for them, it's the passion, it's the art, it's the vision, it's the beauty. It's much deeper. Imagine this Michelin star cook flavoring all kind of nature tastes, ingredients to make the most satisfying and enriching mouth experience for you. And they already build and make a simple thing as toothbrush from the frequency of luxury of sensations and feelings and energy they come from. They are in the frequency of luxury. And then they make the things of luxury to feel, they infuse that energy. Because I've been in the most prestigious, most avant-garde, most assumingly beautiful and luxurious places. And I couldn't feel anything luxurious about it because frequency was not luxurious. It's like, it's very cheap. It's very poor. It's very low frequency, covered in the shiny bright objects that you saw somewhere. It's very different frequency level. And then it hit me. I just really, really care to build my life, everything I touch, to build my business, to build my programs with the frequency of luxury. And I mean, such a level of support that you probably haven't experienced, such a level of being seen, such a level of wisdom and depth of thought and insight that it even bypasses your mind. You have to listen with all your body. Such a level of structure, the masculine structure, so your feminine energy, your depth, your feelings can go, your safety can go as deep as possible. Such a level of availability, being there for you when you need it. I want you to have such a luxury experience you never had, in a sense of for your soul to be held, to be understood, to be seen, to go deep. Every little detail is crafted and fine-tuned and nourished, and really I put all my heart, like the care and heart and attention and love I pour into my work and the people that come under my wing. You have no clue. And then people feel it and people want to stay, because luxury experience is the depth of life. It's a different way of being and relating and receiving. It's different level of meaning that you can access into yourself, into your life, into your experiences. My signature program, Rise Voice, I did that several times now, several rounds. And with each round, people ask me to continue because they feel the richness of this frequency of luxury. Luxuries, for me, is not only things and shiny bright objects and expensive things. Luxuries for me are the things that really care about you in your heart, that really precious in your heart. And it can be as small and simple things as I wake up in the morning, I don't have to rush. I have the spaciousness of time. I have spaciousness of money. I have meaningful relationships that enriches me so much. I looked the other day, my foster cats, 3 of them, sleeping on my veranda in such a peace and such a love. All 3 cuddled, glued to each other. And I thought, this is such a luxury moment. This is such a treasure. It just melts all my heart right away. This is so precious. And it can be different luxuries for different people. Like some people really love travel. It enriches them. Some people want to live in a farm and have a simple life. And that feels most heart and values aligned luxury that makes them feel more peace, more enjoyment, more open heart, more love in their appreciation of life. and anchor in that deep enjoyment space. For me, frequency of luxury is the frequency of relating with life, receiving life. And it comes not from the place of, am I worthy? Am I good enough? Do I belong? This is the lack space. It comes from the place of wonder. Usually it comes as a reaction for me of wow, look at this beauty. What is this life? Or it feels so meaningful. It feels so amazing. This world is out of charts. Like, what else is possible? It comes with that kind of feeling of appreciation, of preciousness, of magic, of delight. It's this deep, deep appreciation and not taking things for granted. Because when you start to take the luxury things in life for granted, they are not luxuries anymore. You're not anymore in the luxury frequency. When you don't appreciate the presence of other person, when you don't appreciate the beauty of the ocean or the forest, when you don't appreciate the small things that actually are the treasures for you, this is where you drop out of this luxury frequency. Because if you do stay and approach life from that luxury way of being, like it is special, I appreciate, I treasure it. This is really something amazing. This is magic. This is wonderful. I want more of that. Like, wow, what is possible? More you have these experiences and that feeling, more you will notice like you feel so full of richness inside. You feel so abundant, so rich. There's no lack. Like you feel so full of this wonder of life, this magnificence, this beauty, this magic, this almost like fairy tale-like life and what is possible and what you can experience. And if the word luxury doesn't resonate to you, I gave plenty of other words that you can use because it's very important to find that resonance. You know, some words resonate with some people and with others not at all. And especially if you have some sort of charge of attachment to some words, that's why I'm using or searching for new words to explain from the different access point the same thing, like frequency of abundance. Because at the core of my capacity work approach is not about fixing what's wrong with you, but learning to relate with things differently. So at the core, you learn to be, to receive, to hold, and also lead yourself, your life, your dreams, your visions differently. And I think this is where biggest misunderstanding in these two camps of you, or you are materially abundant or you are spiritual, kind of conflict and don't understand each other. Because for me, luxury, external thing of life, doesn't mean you feel luxurious feeling inside. Even if you are very spiritual, it doesn't mean you feel the richness of life and soul abundance inside. And I think at the core, those two camps, they want the same thing. We all want happiness and inner peace and abundance. We want the richness of the soul, depth of life, experiences that brings us more to ourselves, more to expression of our truth. We all want the life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. And again, it looks different for different people. But underneath it all, the being, the feeling is the same. Ability to experience this life fully with a lens of not taking it for granted, but how precious, delightful, and luxurious this all is. Just as we were children discovering life. And those feelings and sensations when we discover and experience things for the first time. Do you remember how rich they are? And I'm talking about good experiences, wondrous experiences, for the matter of the topic. And that for me, at the core, is the pure essence of luxury frequency. Deep, deep enjoyment, discovery, and appreciation of this experience. Even if you have that experience over and over again. Like, for example, now I live in a dream house almost half a year. And there are days where it hits me over and over again, like for the first time, like, oh my gosh, I got this to live in this house. It's very different for making the gratitude list. Yeah, I'm grateful for the house. What else I'm grateful for? It's the vibe, the frequency, the feeling that matters. And then I go and like really appreciate all the little things, all the beautiful things in this house. How is the perfect layout? How is the perfect for me and my cats? And how all the details I dreamed before. And I'm reliving like I had this the first time, like over and over again from the same frequency of luxury inside. And now I have a fireplace for the first time in my life. And now I'm opening the season of autumn. And like that's another luxury add-on of this house. And I was like, what is this? And I know I live there temporary. I know I have 1-year contract to live there for the rent. I know I have to enjoy it now. I want to milk it. Often we sabotage our luxury frequency and feeling by postponing. Like one day, later on, or we again start to take things for granted. Like we get that dream house and we know that we're going to live there for a long time. We stop appreciating it like it's temporary. Like you never know. Everything is changing in life. You never know when this is going to last and how long. Nothing is permanent. Notice how relationships start to go down the drain and lose the magic when we start to take our partner, lifelong partner, for granted. When routine kicks in, when we stop looking at it from the place of wonder, from the place of like, oh my goodness, I got this person in front of me. I got to experience and share life with this person. And when we forget to look at it, that is luxury for this person to be in your life. That is luxury for this person to have you and share your thoughts, energy, and everything. We slowly start to drop it. And also we start to lose the feeling, the essence, the frequency of luxury. Those people start to go away from our life, disappear slowly, leave us. Also, we have less and less experiences that reinforce the frequency of luxury. And then we lose our mojo for life. We lose our magic eyes to look into life. And the worst, we compound effect, lose the muscle of it, and then it's very hard to come back. Then we have to build back capacity of joy. We have to build back capacity of appreciation. And that's why so many people struggling to come back there, to feel that way. Because when you're in the lack, when you're in scarcity, you cannot feel abundance. It's like two different worlds. When you're in abundance, you cannot experience lack. It's like impossible, like you are in one world full shoes or another. And more you will start to claim and step more fully into that frequency, into that feeling of abundance, of appreciation, of gratitude, more it will shine a light on all the corners where you are infected and affected and embedded of that frequency of lack, frequency of unworthiness, frequency of scarcity, because it's not our natural state. This is what we've been infiltrated with. And more you will know where is your receivership edge, where is your capacity edge of this frequency of luxury. So what are the luxuries in your life right now that gives you that feeling, that access point, that richness, that fulfillment, that appreciation, that abundance, and deep gratitude? Like, wow, this is really precious for me to have that right now, to experience that right now. And again, I want to break the misconception or like stereotype what luxury is, because immediately when you hear the word luxury, it goes equal money, equals something to buy, something expensive. And it is not. This life luxury can be the meaningful conversation, things that sparkles the light in your eyes. Luxury is everything what makes you alive. Luxury is feeling the fire inside when everyone is dimmed down. Luxury is ability to feel deeply, to sense life deeply, while everyone is so desensitized around you. Luxury is to feel the joy deeply, while everyone around you is sad and flat. I just want to give you this perspective, because when I start to treat myself, my life, what I give energy to, my business as a sanctuary, as a temple, as it is sacred, as it's luxury that not everybody has access to, life shifted fundamentally for me. And for me, this is beyond precious to be able to sit in this cabin, look in those trees outside, and share this with you. Knowing that my 7 cats are having time of their life at home with amazing cat nanny who's sending me pictures and videos, how they are loved and nurtured, taken care of. They don't even notice mama is gone. And I'm just nourished by this beauty of this place, of these people, and this cabin and this nature. And I feel so cozy in my heart. And I feel so grateful because it took me years to build this structure. It took me years to arrive to the capacity to being able to enjoy this, to claim this frequency of luxury. This is for me the frequency of abundance. If we could treat ourselves as we are the most precious luxury, if our energy is luxury, if our life and crafting of our life is such a special, precious thing, treating it as the art, as the luxury, then more of the luxury, more of the magical life would find us and would show itself in little and big things. And now give yourself a moment and feel your body. Close your eyes and let this information, this episode, go through your body, anchor in your body. Let it feel how it touches you and what sensations it brings up.